Love the mornings. It's all so quiet. Anyway, good morning, travelers. Just leaving for work. It is about 5:45 in the morning, and yeah, we got some fun things to talk about on the way to work. The birds are chirping. Looks like it's gonna be a nice day, but we get to go to work, right? So let's get going.
What's the onboarding process like? It is 6:11 in the morning. I am on my way to Sinai Hospital in Baltimore, Maryland. I can explain how the onboarding process went with Arias Medical Group, that's the travel company I'm using, and how it went at Sinai Hospital, which is my current assignment. I'm here for 13 weeks. Most travel assignments are anywhere from 8 weeks to 13 weeks with the options to extend those contracts. So you're looking at about an average of 3 months or so. When you're first looking to get into this, you go online, you look at different travel nurse companies, you get suggestions from other travelers, or you go on like a travel nurse site such as Highway Hypodermics and find their travel nurse top 10 list for the year. But you found yourself a travel company. The onboarding process goes like this. You find a recruiter, then you start the application process. Most of that is done online. It's just like any other application. It's pretty much a resume. Some companies will allow you to just simply upload a resume, but most of them want you to put in everything online. And then it gets even more extensive for a traveler. So then they're going to want any certifications you have. What's your latest degree? What are your skill sets? There's usually several online testing they want you to do. What's your specialty? Do you subspecialize within that specialty? For example, in that regard, I'm an ICU nurse. I am very comfortable with most types of ICU nursing, with maybe the exception of neuro. It's not my favorite, and that's okay. But I'm very comfortable in cardiac. I'm very comfortable with medical. I'm very comfortable with trauma. And then, do you run any specialty machines? Sure, I know how to use intra-aortic balloon pump. I know how to use LVADs. I know how to use Impella devices. I know how to run CRRT, continuous renal replacement therapy. There's a lot of other extra stuff that they want to know. And if you have certification and paperwork to back that stuff up, that's golden. They love that stuff. They're also going to want your latest titers in terms of your immunizations. Are you up to date on everything? But you are going to be expected to complete a physical. That's going to be just your average work physical like you did for every other job you've ever had, but also a hearing test and a respiratory fit test. And what that is, that's your N95 masks for your patients that have like airborne precautions and that kind of stuff. Luckily, if you're a dude with a beard or lady with a beard, no judgment, then you're probably going to just fail that automatically, and so you get to wear the PAPR mask. All right, let's talk about the first week at the hospital. The biggest anxiety that most travel nurses have is at the very beginning of an assignment because, hey, you don't know anything about this. It's usually in somewhere significantly different than where you were used to, and it's a totally new place and new people, and you're out there on your own. Usually a week out, your recruiter will email you a first day of orientation assignment. And what that's going to be is basically your list for this is where you park, this is the building that you're going to go into, you're going to meet in this classroom for this type of orientation. I've heard from different travelers that I've spoken with that it goes one of two ways. Either you go through your typical week-long hospital orientation with all the other new employees, or like I got fortunate on this first round, you go through a super fast orientation. So my orientation was 3 days long, off unit, And the first day was, do you know what you're doing kind of stuff, you know? Okay, sign this paperwork that says you know what you're doing, basically. Here is our hospital policies, read through them. It was 8 hours long, it was pretty fast. And then the next one was a computer training. Hey, do you know how to use PowerChart, which is Cerner's high-end product? Here's how you do it. Here's the brief class. This is how you chart. It's super fast. You need to be able to roll with the punches, to walk onto a unit and know what you were doing and know what you were talking about and be able to just go with it. If they find out that you are an experienced nurse, that does not mean an experienced traveler. Expect to be like, okay, here's the tour, have fun, and you're going to do everything yourself. Thanks again for tuning in. If this is the first time you've watched any of my travel nursing videos, please subscribe to our channel. No Ordinary Path is about not only travel nursing, but all the adventures that my family takes along the way. Please leave a comment below, ring the bell for notifications. I will be putting out more travel nursing videos. If you have anything to add, if you have a comment or something you would like to learn more about or hear about, or questions or concerns that you may have, anything in regard to travel nursing, I would love to hear about it.
On my way to work. Oh, the deer crossing the road. Big bump here. So, if there was anything anyone... Oh, I said so again. Kristen's gonna kill me. Yeah, I have to say it. I have to. So anyway,